Hey guys, and welcome back to Content is Profit. Today, I have a very special episode, a little bit different. We're going to go through one strategy that we used before we had the studio, before, we did the podcast that generated 300 appointments with 3 emails. The best is that they also got paid $1,500 up front and they collected 2,000 emails, everything without a single dollar in advertising. So I'm extremely excited because obviously if you are part of Business Creator Club, businesscreator.club, because we've been talking about it every single Thursday in there. But the last week, we've been talking a lot about the 100 Money Model book, which I'll show you in just a second. So this guy right here, we just got our copy in the mail. So if you want to sign up, we are giving away a free copy of this. This is Alex Hormozzi's last book, which I started reading this morning. And we wanted to share a little bit about one of the strategies that are here. And as we were going through the book, I was like, man, we ran a bunch of giveaways in the past, before the studio, before our podcasting days. And I want to share that exciting strategy because it got a ton of positive results for the brick and mortars. So this applies for brick and mortar, online. I think a little bit better for brick and mortar businesses. I'll explain my reasons why, but we've seen it, through the age of COVID, during all those online summits and things, people are doing something really similar. And we haven't really seen these pop up anymore. I think maybe because people got super tired in the online space, but if you do have a business, they do work. And the fact that Alex put it in his latest book as one of the top strategies to acquire customers and then keep them in there, it says a lot. So we're gonna break down kind of the model here, the money model from Alex Hormozzi's book, and then I'm gonna explain kind of what we did exact step by step in our specific strategy that it resembles a lot what Alex put in here, but at the same time, we have, the exact assets that you will need to pull something like this off. So I'm excited. If you haven't joined Business Creator Club, we do have a code, Money Models. Put it in there in the checkout page. It gives you free 30 days. And also we're putting all these resources in there. Apart from you get also a free book. So super excited. All right, let's get into it. So here's the backstory. Before the studio, before everything else, we used to run a content marketing agency. We used to call it the anti-marketing agency. And we used to come to businesses, brick and mortar businesses, and we're like, hey, we're going to be doing some content in a very different way. What are you doing now? What's not working? We're going to do the opposite type deal. And we used to sell our services at the time, freelancers, because we're trying to figure out what were we going to do with, our business, our life. And we're trying to figure out. And that put us in positions where we had to try different frameworks, different strategies. We worked with email marketing. We build funnels. We build CRMs. We help businesses, with their daily content, with their monthly content, many different things. So we started learning about all these topics. And early, we came across a book. It was a 30-day book from a different online company. And one of the strategies listed there was almost like a giveaway. The guy that explained it framed it a little bit different because he was going through magazines and he was partnering with the sponsors of that magazine or maybe the products that were showing up in those magazines, and then doing a whole email strategy outside of that for a different purpose for the e-commerce market, right? We took one of those strategies and we applied it to a local business here. It was a wellness center. Their initial goal was they wanted to bring people into their location to try different services that they had. They had different, 6 different services, Normatec boots. They had red light therapy. They had cryotherapy, floating beds, all these fancy, amazing things. And they just wanted a little bit more awareness. And so we're like, why don't we try this strategy that's working on the e-commerce and we apply it into the brick and mortar business. And it turns out it was supercharged and we only had to send 3 emails. It was very simple strategy, which I'll map it out in just a second. And the results that they got, which by the way, they're not typical, right? This was probably the best one that we ran, but every single one worked really well after this. Is they got 2,000 emails in their email list. They got 300 booked appointments. And then they sold $1,500 upfront without anybody stepping in. And keep in mind, they were selling a $50 product. And then right after that, COVID happened, so nobody could really come in. Like this campaign ended, and like the week after, COVID hit. So I wonder, what would have been the consequence of them continuing with this? But of course, full credit when credit's due. What I'm about to read and kind of debrief is like the initial model that Alex Hormozi explains in his book, Money Models, which again, you can get for free if you go to businesscreator.club and sign up for the first 30 days. We have 200 of these that we've given away a few already, but there's more if you want to have it. So, giveaway offers, by the way, like a little context, he is going through, let me see if I can actually show you the picture here. Where are we? Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so if we share screen, here at the very top, right? We know that there's a problem. There is money models, which is how people are actually making money, which is a combination of offers, and then we have attraction offers, or attraction models, upsell models, downsell models, continuity models. And then obviously that makes your money model. This book it went. Well, maybe sometimes. Okay, we're live here. So we'll see if the overhead camera works here. But obviously, we're in an attraction model, which is the giveaway, right? Oh, there we go. So giveaway offers advertise a chance to win a big prize in exchange for contact information or whatever else you want. In that specific case, what we did was contact info, email, and phone number. Then after picking a winner, you offer everybody else the big prize at a discounted. In our specific case, we discovered that after we were putting the funnel together, we're like, okay, if there's a winner, we're going to have a ton of people that are not happy. Are they going to want to come back to the place? So in our case, we decided to give them something, which I'll give you context of what that is in just a second, right? Giveaways also go by names of scholarships or sweepstakes and raffles. They all mean enter for a chance to win. To run a giveaway, you need, number one, pick a grand prize. For that specific model that we did, we call it the $6,000 giveaway. So we ended up partnering with businesses around the area. We did 6 businesses specifically. So Wellness Center, their specific customer will buy from a specific fitness studio, or they will go shop at a different grocery store. So where is their customer shopping? So in your case, if you want to do it for your business, where does your customer go shop? Where does your customer get their, equipment? Where do they get their nutrition? And you go partner with those businesses, right? In a specific case, they were going to fitness they will go to like F45 Fitness. They will shop at Lululemon. They will go eat at this certain restaurant. So we went to those specific places and we're like, hey, do you want to collaborate on a giveaway with us? And they said yes, right? Obviously, we're going to go here overhead. You got to pick this might not be working. Come on, his phone. Okay, well, I try to do a fancy setup and this is what I get, but pick your promotional offer. In our specific case was that $6,000, right? Giveaway. Ask for contact information and other eligibility criteria. We'll go into that in a second. Pick what actions you want entrants to take to qualify for the big prize. In that specific case that we're offering, they just needed to put in, their email and their phone number, put the giveaway on a deadline and add urgency. We did it for about a week. We started on Monday and the giveaway ended on Friday. And then announce the prize winner and contact everybody else, right? So of course, we can go one by one. I recommend go get the book so you can get to this. Now, once people enter the free giveaway, it may help to think of the countdown like a mini product launch. So check out the affiliates partners. Obviously, there's a different book that we can do this. Is the $100 million leads. Let me know if you want it. But that tip specifically for us was super helpful because we decided to do that mini campaign to promote the giveaway. It's not like, hey, tomorrow we're having a giveaway. We want to make sure that people are informed, that they're opting in, and then we continue conversations with them. So the roadmap that we did, and these are the pieces of the puzzle that we share with everybody else, was we accounted for, I'll put my iPad here. We accounted for 1 week promotion. So we announced the giveaway on Monday in the social media account of our customer. And we're like, hey guys, like we're having this $6,000 giveaway that's happening on Friday. We're announcing the winner on Friday. And then we have a surprise for everybody else, right? we partnered with 6 different businesses. Like I said, businesses that relate to the one that you're promoting. So if, for example, if we're doing a podcasting giveaway, for example, of our services in our studio, we will partner with brands like Rode or Riverside or Podmatch. What is a combination of things that complement my own offer, right? So in that case, we specifically partner with like fitness studios, because if they do fitness, they have to go do recovery with nutritionist, because if they go recover, maybe they're aware that they need to eat better. So we partner with a nutritionist on that side, and everybody pitched in part of an offer to add up to $6,000 worth of prizes, like a free year membership, a free consultation with a free meal plan, X amount, $300 worth of gift cards for your food type deal, right? Then after that, we put in an opt-in page right here. That this opt-in page gave people the window to put in their contact information, email, and phone number. It was very simple. It said, hey, welcome to the $6,000 giveaway. By opting in here, you're also going to receive communications from the following businesses, right? And then the second one was just a thank you page that says, hey, thank you guys so much. This is what you can expect. We're going to send you a quick, 3 different emails during this week to kind of hype you up and stay in touch. And then on Friday at this time, we're going to announce the winner, right? So that's the thank you page, which, by the way, if you go to businesscreator.club, we have this whole playbook put in there with the pieces and the emails that we sent out, right? And then we basically crafted 3 emails. So 1, 2, and 3 emails right here. And in the middle of those emails, we also crafted one social media post that, in their case, they decided to go live on Facebook and kind of announce what that email said. So one was like, hey, we're super excited that you're being part of this giveaway. If you don't know about us, this is who we are. And we kind of went over their, who they were as a business and introduced themselves. Like I said, we're going to have the copy of this in Business Creator Club, so that way you can go grab it. And then the other 2 emails was, hey, if you haven't entered yet, or if you want to be a part of this, make sure that you're sharing with your friends. And there was like a system on the back end that will collect those emails, right? The next thing that we got to do is, obviously, there's going to be a winner. We're going to announce the winner. So we told everybody, hey, on Friday, we're going to announce this winner. And then that was, I think, either the 4th the 4th email or the 3rd. I can't remember now exactly, but it was one of those where, hey, good morning. We thank you so much for being a part of this. Amy, congratulations. You are the winner. And if you are not the winner, we still have something special. So at that moment, we redirected everybody to a page that said almost like, thank you. And you also get a specific offer. In their case, they wanted to sell something. So we offer a $50 package that included three things. In their case was like a yoga, like a yoga set, not a yoga session. It was like a cryotherapy session, a red light therapy session, and a Normatec session, which was a recovery, a $50. And this was actually worth about $300. So they did it at a steep discount. 300 worth value, and they did it at a $50. And then we had a ton of people opt in for that one, which was really exciting for them. And then after that, we did a follow-up sequence, which a couple emails letting people know that, we had this offer right here and that they wouldn't miss it. And then we also had a downsell. If they didn't buy this guy, the downsell was, let me move this guy down here. The downsell was a free sauna. So this free sauna gave him 300 appointments. Can't spell 300 appointments. But yeah, that free sauna gave him 300 appointments, which was really exciting. The manager gave us a call and she was like, oh my God, what did you guys do? So it was really good. So pieces of the puzzle. Let me recap. I know I've been all over the place. It's Monday. Here we are. But one is we need obviously the giveaway, right? What is the thing that is going to be super excited for people to opt in and be a part of this? It's, in our case, we named it the $6,000 wellness giveaway. And we did all these things related to wellness around the business that we were promoting. If we were to do it for us for podcasting today in the studio, it will be podcast related brands that people are excited about to, that they want to win. We crafted 3 emails. Once there was an opt-in page where people gave us the information. Hormozi mentioned qualifying information. If you're a coach or consultant, what are all the things that you want to know about your audience so then you can serve them later? In our specific case, it was just brick and mortar. We wanted to drive traffic. So we did email and phone number so we could communicate with them. That opt-in page had a thank you page, which is this guy right here. And it basically explained, hey, just keep an eye on your inbox. We're going to send you a few messages. And then on Friday, we're going to be announcing the winner. During that week promotion, right, we did 3 emails that I failed to mention this before. Every single business sent those 3 emails to drive traffic to the giveaway, right? So our business and then our 5 partners agreed to send those emails as well. So we provided them with the copy of that. They drove traffic to the landing page, right? And then on Friday, we send a list of those 2,000 opt-ins. Be like, guys, congratulations. We have a winner. The winner's name is so-and-so. But also we have, as a thank you, we have a surprise for you that I think you're going to like. And then once they click on that, be like, redeem my surprise. They were presented to a downsell offer of $300 worth of value for only 50, and they get 3 things, which are the ones that we see down here with my incredible handwriting. And then if it's like, hey, no, thank you, I don't want to spend the $50 on this, no worries. When they say no, thank you, it redirected to a different page for a free session in the studio, which was a free sauna session, and they got to go. So 300 people booked that sauna, and we saw about $1,500 of the $50 offer, which was like really, really cool. Mind you, there's no $1 spent for this. And obviously, after those 300 books appointment, the managers, should call and see what's up, introduce yourself. We're very excited to have you, but it's a really, really interesting way to kind of go this. So that's the breakdown of the one that we did. But also want to do some examples. Let's see if my screen share here overall camera is working with what Alex did. And I'm going to zoom in here. Oh, again, we go. I think the battery might not be like catching on, but here we are. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Cool. So example of free giveaways, right? So dentist offer free perfect smile giveaway. The grand prize, which is what we call, is a free set of invisible braces, $6,000 retail price. What he recommends is that your promotional offer, which is the downsell to this, if they don't win, is basically a discounted main offer. So in his case, it's a $2,000 gift card for braces that is redeemable at the location. Physical products offer, a free year of organic dog food. The grand prize for this offer is a free year of organic dog food worth $1,000 in retail price. The promotional offer, let's say they say no to that, they go down to, hey, we'll give you a $300 gift card for dog food, only usable with a 1-year subscription. So they have to be subscribed to that membership so they can get the $300 gift card. Another offer here, services offer, free ultimate giveaway. The grand prize is a free 1-year package, $5,000 retail price. The promotional offer, let's say they don't win, the $2,000 voucher redeemable towards 1 year of service agreement. And then the consulting offer, free 16-week turnaround giveaway. The grand prize is 16-week turnaround worth $12,000. And the promotional offer is $6,000 partial scholarship. So these are just some examples also to kind of get you going. In our specific case, we were here. It was almost like the dentist offer, right? A free set of invisible braces. It was $6,000 for us, was like a free a range of services with our partners. And again, you can advertise this giveaway directly to your list, but at the same time, you can partner with other businesses so you can get that lead inflow as well. And kind of like the example that we shared with you guys. But again, a ton of examples here. Let me see if there's other notes before I let you go today. Kind of like raw episode today, which is really exciting. Well, obviously here he mentions if your giveaway, like, why wouldn't it work? Why would this not work? Well, first of all, consult legally, with the people around you or your legal counsel, your lawyers, or things like how can I stay legal doing this giveaway? You actually have to give the price. You can't lie that you're not going to give this price. And also, that how you're communicating or what are the words that you're putting out in your pages and so on and so on. He also says, like, why wouldn't a giveaway work? Doesn't work. It means that your grand prize wasn't grand enough. So I think part of it is why the brick and mortar worked really well for us. That model was because they were not familiarized with something like that. On the online space, you see these giveaways, maybe people have been scammed. So like level of trust might not be the best. Again, you try it out with your audience and with your partners. If you do something with your partners, it's safe to assume, I think, that, their audience might be educated or they can trust that person. So that's why, you get to do that. But, I'll say, like, go crazy. I remember having the conversation with a fitness studio and we came in pitching, hey, why don't you give a free yearly membership to your guys? And the owner was like, there's no way I'm going to give a free membership. Those are, I think at the time it was like $1,200 a year. And I'm like, well, here's the flip side. You get 2,000 leads and maybe that person comes and maybe that person doesn't come. I mean, what does it cost you to fulfill on that? And that's how we got her to agree for a free membership. And they got 2,000 emails, 2,000 leads that they could call. And if only one person shows up and signs up on their yearly membership, they make their money back in that specific case. So that's really exciting. Another tip here, give away 2 prices for twice the leads. If you give away 1 prize, that's fine. But if you give away 2 grand prizes, you can get twice the leads or more. Here's how. Just tell everyone that if someone they refer wins the grand prize, they win one too. So, hey, if your friend comes and they win it, you also win it. So they're going to tell everybody and their mother to bring. So instead of 6 businesses, let's say you do it with your own business, you can do that and you can get extra leads. That way they get endless entries into the contest by referring their friends. This gets more people to refer and work together. So smart. Awesome. Well, a couple other tips here is obviously scarcity, limit your giveaway by time, number of entries, or both. As my screen here. Man, I do have to fix this. Maybe one day. There we are. Limit your giveaway by time, number of entries, or both. You can run giveaways for a specific amount of time, 7 days. That's what we did. We ran it for 7 days and it was like very effective because people had to like opt in real quick. A specific number of entries, 5,000 entries, or, both time limit and number of entries. Urgency, in his specific, examples, he says, I add urgency in 3 phases: to enter, to claim, and then to use. Make how long they have to enter very clear in the advertisements. Once you announce the winner, let them know how long do they have to claim. In our specific case, when we did the giveaway, we told them you can only claim it this weekend. So everybody was, I think that drove traffic to those 300 people that opted in. When they do, schedule their call on the same day or the next day. So just be prepared when you come to, when they call. Or when they book. As you see these leads come in, just hop on the phone and give them a call. Once you let people know that they won, tell them how long they have to use it. So, hey, this, you won this, you can redeem this in, the next week or so. There's another few things here, but I'll let you claim your free book in businesscreator.club, free 30 days as well. We're going to put this playbook on our specific case, like the one that we ran in there. So you can do it, you can copy it, you can model it from that. And I just thought today was a good day to do a little bit of a raw recording and have fun with it. Share with you a little bit of what we did. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. Probably. That's what Fonzie tells me every time I do one of these, like, dude, you just ramble. I'm like, yeah, it's like, part of it, I guess is part of how I do it. So if you made it to this point, thank you so much. Come join us in the Business Creator Club and get your free copy of the book, get your 30 days with the code Money Models, and get the playbook here on Thursday. We're going to present it in the open Q&A. So I'm super stoked, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.